We sailed due east from the island of Rhodes to our final destination, the beautiful island of Santorini. Here's a map of the island. It was originally much larger and round, but a massive volcanic eruption around 1500 BC blew out the center of the island, and now it's a crescent shape. The eruption left a huge crater filled by the sea. Here are the 1,000-foot cliffs, which are the remnants of the volcanic crater wall. From 2000 BC until 1500 BC, one of the most advanced societies of ancient Greece flourished on what was then known as the island of Thera, but the eruption buried every sign of civilization. Since then, fact and fiction have mingled, leading some to believe that Santorini is the site of Plato's lost continent of Atlantis. After crossing to the island by boat, you reach the top of the cliffs by donkey or by more modern means. We're on the island of Santorini and believe that we're overlooking part of the caldera where the volcano blew out, formed the natural bay.
We're enjoying all the beautiful views from the top. This stop was designed for a low-key day to explore the island on our own before making the long trip home. There are no biblical references to Santorini.
The island is extremely photogenic. Strolling through the town, there are many beautiful churches to stop and visit. Many photograph-like paintings. And all contain very fine artwork and iconic figures. While the colors are very contemporary, it still looks quite classical. There are many fine stained glass panels and intricate tile mosaics. The deep blue color of the sky and the sea are reflected in many of their dome rooftops. Here are some of the pretty alleyways that we saw on our walk. Even they are colorful and nicely decorated. And there are no shortage of little alley cats, little friends along the way. And what tourist destination would be complete without all the obligatory shopping? And certainly Santorini was no exception. Lots of fine jewelry and artwork and pottery. Next are some of the performers who entertained us during the trip.
With my soul, it is well with my soul. That wonderful name of Jesus. It speaks such blessed joy.
I remember a story I was told about. Everybody was in heaven, and everybody was up there, and there was this long line of men. That there was a sign said "Hen-pecked men," and there were millions of men in that line, just standing there. And then there was one man over there at a door that said "Non-hen-pecked men." And so all the men were looking over at him and just kind of thinking. So finally somebody yelled and went, "Hey, what are you doing over there?" He said, "My wife told me to stand over here."
Each evening, Ed Diaz of Search Ministries reviewed the biblical and historical significance of the sites we would visit the next day. And we received very inspirational messages from Dr. Charles Stanley throughout the trip. Here he is on our last evening at sea.
The Hebrew boys, they can testify.